2,000 years later.
Hello everyone and welcome to a new series. Now I'm sorry for the delay. Trying to figure out some things, but I found a perfect thing for me. Today we're going into Minecraft for a special thing called Redstone. If you don't know, Redstone is used for a lot of contraptions like the one behind me that I'll talk about in a bit. And it's very important. Now I don't have a custom skin just right now because I'm just doing this. So I will probably get a custom skin soon. It just really depends. Thank you for supporting me throughout in most popular video. And now I did change my skin and a lot of things. So including my profile picture. So now I'm sort of like onto Minecraft because I feel like it has more redstone logic into it, and you can create a lot of infinite without too much coding into all that stuff. So yeah, that's why we're in Minecraft today. So today we're gonna do on a new series of called Computing Redstone.
What? What?
Sure. So the first thing, what is this?
Huh?
Well, this, my friend, is a CCA. No, not a Commonwealth or some other thing. A CCA is, well, a CCA is a machine, is basically it's actually abbreviation for carry, cancel, adder. The thing about this is we'll probably get that the carry, cancel, adder is an adder. But if you don't know anything about Redstone, let me show you how. Yes. So this is a redstone lamp. This could be powered by a redstone torch, well, on the side, of course. But the only thing that kind of sucks about it is, well, it's surrounded 4 neighbors. Now currently you see, oh, why is there so much noise? Now you can currently see, why is that powered? Well, because if the
A few moments later.
Alright. Currently, if you store this type of data, and then you see it can be powered. But when you unlock it, then power it, and then lock it, it stores data until that piston eventually runs out. Then it's easily free. So that's So now you may be wondering, what is this? That's kind of a big leap, but let me break it down into a couple steps. This is an XOR. This is an XOR. So how an XOR works is basically, it's basically if there's 0, it outputs 0. If there's 1 right here, it outputs a number, or 1. If you output 1 right here, it still outputs. But if there's 2, they can't work together, and they sort of, well, just cancel out. Wow, that is very noisy. But how did I build this? Well, I did build a design. There are many types of CCAs. One's from Matt Batwing, not Mumbo Jumbo. If you really like them, sorry, Mumbo Jumbo fans, you will not be touching this, but you will not be able you will never find this in his videos of a CCA. Unless he actually does a new video, of course, then I'm wrong. But, so, first of all, oh my goodness. First of all, take some playing around with my machine back here. But there's something. So what I designed is, oh my goodness, I'm still gotta get used to this. It's sort of like, I call this the Harama CCA. Okay, first, but so this is in 1.18 but .2, so because that is where I'm using. You cannot use any other. I know this is more modern design, but just remember to use this type. 2, make sure on Java decision. You mean you could do a CCA in Bedrock Edition, but it's not able to do Java. They are completely different. So try not to do that, please. Thank you. So let me just. So the Hungry Design, you should go to his channel. He actually built this design. So you can go to his channel if you want to learn how to build one for yourself. But this is how it works. So this is an XOR gate. Like I said, yeah, I need that. What you basically has to output. Then there are these two torches here. This one powers the lower one, as seen here, and this one, does this. This is very important, or else this will cause a lot of issues, and that is important because these are both travel up the system like over there. So this is another thing. Is this a comparator? It compares. Now apparently it's equal, but when I flick a lever, all of them are off. Oh, I forgot. Make sure you put them in subtract mode. Do not be stupid. You got to make sure you put them in subtract mode, or else they will not work. So when this happens, this redstone line that goes power this, and that powers that. But there's also redstone here, so that kind of powers down there. When I add 2, it doesn't go to the system. But this torch, however, this is powered, which I guess is not powering this torch, but this. So how do I say this? This torch is not being powered, but this isn't. So that travels up the line for any future ones. Then there's another hex, and because of that, it goes into a block, which then, because it's a repeater, and since it's on this side, this one's being powered, not this one, which creates a small redstone signal that's 2 ticks up, gives it another layer. So basically, if we have 1, none of these are powered, this one gets light up, but if this one gets powered, the top one gets powered up, not the bottom one. That is an adder, and that's what mostly is CCA. This thing is 8 bits, or a byte, so this is a byte adder. It's also binary. The thing about binary is that, well, let me take the 4 symbols. Actually, you can see them right here, but look at this a little bit. See, how a binary works is that there's a 1. That's why there's 1 and 0. But then you multiply it by 1, or 1 plus 1 is 2. But then you multiply 2 to get 4. Then you multiply 2 to get 8. Then you multiply 2 to get 16, and that goes all the way from 8 by 2 to 256. And the only way to get 256 is, well, both adding them. That is the only way. Now you could use world letter and increase the size by 2 times. Whatever. You just gotta change this into that. Yeah, very important. Make sure you put this line, not another this, because there's no torch above it. This is only if it's at the very bottom or in the middle. If it's on the very top, then you should have this synchronization right here, and that's how you get it. Now remember, this is on Harabi channel, and make sure you subscribe to him as well. And yeah, basically all of these are 1. Now, problem that you may have, if you don't add that line, it's what I call, it's a cancel out. So when I put those 3, it should equal 8. But I think about, remember to place the redstone in this video, because I forgot to place this right here, which caused a bit of a problem. Instead of 8, it would go to 4, and sort of like crosshair. It wouldn't be able to travel upward. now it is able to travel upwards, but the data can be travel upwards. So these two would not even respond, and that one would just go down to 4. Of course, that's why now when you're making something like this, make sure that every piece of redstone is accordingly to its bottom one. So the bottom one continues unless you add this system, which is a carry in, or the top one, which is basically just for synchronization because there's no top. But the rest right here, all of these in purple except for the top one, they must be but the rest of the art just have to be the exact same, or else it will not work and you might have problems. And in like, wait, I think I did something. Is it the system, or is it whatever, or did I misplace something? That is very important. You can use this as a diagram. So you have 2 torches. I'll make sure you do the bottom one. I do not want that YouTuber, but see, basically XOR gate, target block only gets it can redirect the block to power that. Make sure you add this, that, and make sure you're doing this, and make sure they're all in subtract. If they're not in subtract, they will both be powered. So you need to be all of them in subtract, including this one and including these. That is an XOR gate. If you don't power them, then it's just a random logic gate. It's basically just the power if you're powering it all. So very important. Make sure you put this so basically like this, and then you can just cross line them as long. A reason why this is a byte is because, well, yes, it is technically fast. It is really fast, like really fast in numbers, and if you can do whatever combination, it will reveal it. But then you have to, but there's also another thing. If you double stack it and make it a 2-byte system, you're gonna have a fatal flaw. It's kind of slow. You see, the more machines you stack on it, the longer for the redstone to actually be powered. It takes longer for that signal to travel up the system, knowing, oh, it should be that one. So basically, you can, 1, put them to the side, or 2, you can just do whatever time and just put it on the top. Now, if you want to learn more, you can learn about logical redstone reloaded on bat wings. This is how. Now, I just took this inspiration, but I knew how to do this. So if you don't know what the heck any of this means, like what's an XOR gate, you can always go to his channel and like he talks about that series, and he talks a lot of things about like gates and T flip-flops, latches, and many more. But I was just showing you how a adder actually works. You can also watch on his channel too, and yeah, and that's and to make sure any problems, and you can actually rebuild them. So yeah, so see you in your next video.